I'm excited for it.
Pardon me. One day I'll replace my phone, but not this day. Okay. Funny why. Oh, also in regards to interruptions, I have a story, a little quick story. The ISP that I got involved, or the ISP that I've been paying and getting service from, uh, they went under a while ago, and all of their customers and like network has been absorbed by this other ISP. And the other ISP was like, "Hey, so all of this network is like janky as heck, and we're gonna try to fix it, but expect like intermittent outages and stuff." Oh, okay. So there might be like a moment where I'm talking and then it suddenly stops,
Oh my.
but I'll still be like on the Discord call. But the good news is with Groovy, I'll know if I'll know if I disconnected when it stops playing. So
It's good that they're upgrading their stuff, though,
well,
or fixing it.
yeah. It was funny too, 'cause they threw a lot of shade in like the email about it. They're like, when we absorbed other ISP, they were insolvent. Oh, all right, just putting it out there. So yeah, you guys know about that. Okay, you guys ready to go?
Let's do it.
I have to get my Ren voice on. That one's been hard for me lately.
I believe in you. You are listening to session/episode 107 of Primordial Harmony, a retelling of the classic Elemental Evil story in the Dungeons & Dragons multiverse. My name is Mike, and I'm running this, and tonight I'm joined by...
Ew! My name is Miles. I'm playing Chadicus Winthrop. He's a human druid.
And my name is... Oh,
that's me. I'm Nyx. I play Naughty Bite. She's a Tabaxi monk.
And I'm Kitties, and I'll be playing Ren, and she is a Goliath barbarian.
Hello, I'm Senna, and I'm playing Snow, the Elven cleric.
And I'm Rachel, and I'm playing Velia, the elf hunter.
All right. Well, the last time we left off with Gordon's task force, Bit, Chadicus, Ren, Snow, and Velia, along with Stoneflame, settle into the cramped spaces of Drix Dregs for the night to rest and recover from the intense battles they'd fought over the day. During their slumber, Bit would dream of her family before they were taken from her. Ben-Hadar, the benevolent archnomental of water, speaking with her as she dreamt, strolling through her recent memories and admonishing her for her torturous vengeance taking of the hunter that killed her family. At the end of it all, Ben-Hadar would sternly remind her of her oath to protect herself and her allies. During the night's watch, Bit, Velia, and Snow would see clouds overrolled clear and the water flooding the town recede, while Gar Shatterkeel stood atop the watery tower, arms out for some reason. But then, near dawn, the clouds returned with a rainstorm that flooded Rollid again, accumulating in some kind of floating sphere of water forming above the tower, with Gar laughing maniacally. The party roused and began to stride toward the tower, but before they could get near, a huge water elemental entered the material plane from that sphere of water, armed and armored with crystalline ice. It intercepted the party and gave them a rough fight. The group prevailed, however, to the mock applause of Gar, boasting that soon another creature just like it would be brought forth in mere hours, further taunting them, saying they could not enter the keep. So, with the help of Ben-Hadar's spirit in the brooch clasped on Bit, they entered the keep. Upon shaking themselves off of water, the party found themselves standing before a water elemental Myrmidon armed with a trident. It stamped the ground, and 2 more water elementals, the simpler kind, rose from puddles nearby. A fight was had, while a water cultist poked their head out through the room just ahead and warned all within that the party had arrived. After the fight with the elementals, GTF pushed forward into keep, kicking the door down. Once again, spells and steel were flung as the party found themselves in another pincer maneuver, one that nearly downed Snow, but in the end, they were victorious. We return to the morning of Flame Rule the 4th, with the party taking a little breather from that combat. J3. Chaticus. Where's this thing? Where'd it go? Where is it?
Gone.
No. Need to move these around. Okay. Let's shift click. Yeah. Chaticus, you hear a pitter-patter. Or rather, you hear the yelps, growls, and barks of your summoned fey wolves, alongside the pained groans of what must be a cultist, and a few seconds later, silence. And then one dog pitter-patters out from the hallway, blood on his snout and mouth, panting, the tongue hanging out.
I'll kind of take a knee and beckon him over, give him some good chin scritches. You did very well, thank you.
Arf. So we ended. Sorry, just want to remind you guys that we ended the session with GTF right after combat, so you hadn't done anything post combat yet.
I'm gonna come over to Chaticus, and I will cast Cure Wounds.
Oh,
And then I'll do one for myself.
Ren is going to rifle through pocketses.
All right. Well,
Like to assist if I can.
you sure can. So, amongst the Dark Tide Knights, you find 13 arrows. Oh, I did that with a camera. Oh, whatever. That's what you find on them. Also some carnage, which I'll roll for. Between them you find 18 gold. That's what you find on these cultists around here.
Does anyone else have a use for arrows, or may I keep them?
They're all yours.
Thank you.
Ren is going to go up and check these other ones up in here.
All right.
There's quite a bit up here.
There are quite a bit up here, actually. So, amongst the charred remains here, we lose somebody.
Yeah, me.
Oh.
Just restarting.
Oh, okay. So amongst the charred remains of the low-ranking cultists and the crushing wave reavers, you find more arrows. Total of 14. And on their persons, you don't find any carnage. All of the reavers are armed with those shark-tooth longswords and clam shields. But the priest has a treat as you rifle through his belongings. It is a scroll. Ren doesn't really understand what she's looking at, but she can feel a little bit of power radiating off of this thing.
Mrs. Snow, I need you. Or Mr. Chadicus, whoever can find some time for me.
What'd you find, Ren?
This stalker has something going on with it. And she waddles the scroll like a stick kind of, and she's like pointing it at Snow.
I'll grab it and can I tell what it is?
Should have been a little bit better prepared for that.
Well, yeah, I have some more arrows for you.
Thanks, but I'm actually all full now. Can only carry 40 at a time.
Okay, I will put them in my pack if you need them.
Oh, that's so nice of you. Thanks.
It's okay. We got this really cool bag.
What does it
And
do?
it holds everything. And it weighs like not like 2 pounds or something like that.
What's the biggest thing in there?
My stuff. Let's see, what do I have in my bag? And she opens it up and she like starts pulling stuff out. And she pulls out this, all this stuff, rations and torches and all kinds of stuff. And then she gets to some gems in there. What else does she have in her pack?
Is it one of those magical bags? You can like just fit a bunch of stuff in it?
Yes, it has lots of stuff in it. She starts laying out these sapphires and garnets and
Whoa!
um and then pulls out the rosins. There's 10 of them in that bag.
I think you gave
Wow.
them. Didn't you give them to Velia already? The rosins.
Yeah, I think we passed them out.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
I have 8, and I think I've used 2, but I don't think I mean, I have
I have
8 left over.
Yeah. No, you gave me 2. You had 8. Now you have 6. So then she just starts throwing everything back in the bag, and she says it holds like forever. So if you have stuff you want in the bag, you just let me know.
That's so awesome. Thank you. What a great bag.
It's pretty. We should take one of these shark thingies from one of these guys with the teeth, the swords with the teeth, and one of the shields. We could hang it up on our wall as proof of our battle prowess.
Oh, I do like trophies.
Ren picks up a sword and a shield for each of them and throws it in the bag.
Stoneflame waltzes in after he had just been inspecting the bodies for his own trophies, and he looks at the shark tooth swords and he says, "You know that Tadias from the other group, he has a whole bunch of those." Maybe we should have him.
Tadias is very cool. I mean, I really think he's got like a rugged handsomeness to him.
Stoneflame doesn't react to that exactly. He's like, how many, or did you pick up all of their shark tooth longswords?
Oh no, we only picked up 2 of the swords and 2 of the shields. So one for Valia and one for Ren.
Stoneflame
Can I-
pick one up?
Can I insight check that little face Stoneflame made when she made that comment?
Sure, you can insight it. He just doesn't consider like Tadias that way. Like you notice like he's got a respect for him, but rugged handsomeness isn't something that crosses his mind. Competent in combat? Yes. Rugged handsomeness?
Jack is doing like the once over, looking at both of them, saying, Anyway, he leaves it be.
I'm gonna put a macro for that for him. For funsies.
Would we, by any means, want to stay here and rest for a moment, or should we press onward?
I think it would be prudent to maybe take a little bit.
I kind of agree. I need to bind up this one slice on my leg.
I would not say no to a short rest.
I'll find myself on this bench then.
I also could use some rest. I took some hits here. We have got to have a battle plan. I miss Vardic.
I get in the front with you by my side, and we bring the hurt on them, says Stoneflame.
I am worried about Mrs. Snow. She is looking pretty rough.
I am a little worried myself.
You need to stay behind me. You have
worry.
power, but you could just let them hit me. I am okay.
Do we have any potions of any kind, or not really?
No, we have no potions. It would be nice if we had something that would help with some of this damage we are taking. But we do not. I think, Chadukas, you can do cure wounds, right?
I could heal more. We'll see how we're feeling after the rest.
And then Mrs. Snow can heal a little bit, but I don't know of anything else but that.
We'll use one. You're not disturbed during your short rest.
I'm happy to use my hit die in general, but so you don't have to burn a healing slot or anything, or healing spell or anything like that.
If Gar's minions are
7 D12, the floor is 7, right?
That's for rolling for HP at every level. When you roll hit dice to
Oh,
rest,
damn.
you get what you get.
Fuck!
Gar's minions are this powerful, we should be very careful. Gar himself will be deadly.
We'll see how deadly he is when I knock him around a bit, Stoneflame says.
I am going to hit him in the face at least 5 times.
I want to see if I can crack his lobster arm with my hammer.
Lobster for dinner. Chadukas, you can work with lobster, right?
Oh, certainly. We can. I wonder if it'll taste a little bit marred by his evil, odorous personality, but otherwise, yes, it should be quite delicious.
I do like seafood.
Stoneflame, after binding his leg, starts to wander around. There's a couple of rooms that they left alone. Maybe we could find something helpful in there.
Sure, I'll follow you.
Yes, I'm rested and ready to go.
Snow, stay behind me. You can fight from behind me, okay? I will take the hit.
Stoneflame
I'll give her a smile and a nod.
Stoneflame gestures to this door here. That's partially ajar.
Oh, and all the puppies should be gone, so.
Oh, bye, puppy.
Do I hear anything?
No. It's empty.
Oh, there's a
I'm gonna
long
sneak
hallway.
in.
Okay, roll stealth. Miss Bit, where did you go?
And I see nothing.
Um, well, I mean, you see ruined furniture, chairs and desks, papers strewn about.
All clear.
There's also this long hallway over here with a couple of doors. Do we want to?
Let's check it out.
Okay.
Anything in the desks?
Roll investigation. What you find in these desks are papers, documentation. At a quick glance, it looks like some administrative stuff for the town, including records about guard patrol activity, incidents with Rollid citizens, that sort of thing. But beyond that, you don't find anything of value. What about Ren and Velia walking down the hallway?
Oh,
We are
yeah, we were
sneaking down the hallway here.
You're sneaking. Okay.
quietly tiptoeing.
Yeah, something like that.
Stoneflame just waltzes past and says, "There's no one here. I walked through already."
Stormflame!
It's true.
Well, now I feel silly.
You can't just waltz down the halls with doors.
But we killed everyone in here.
You are so annoying sometimes.
I just didn't open the doors.
She pushes Stoneflame and walks forward.
You keep progressing forward, and you see you're crossing in front of doors, and yeah, there's a little thing of water. You pass by an open room.
Then peeks her head in. Hello?
You see what looks like a bedroom with a bed and a footlocker.
Are all of these doors closed?
They are. I just have the dynamic lighting the way I have it so that you can tell that there's doors there.
Okay, got it.
I wonder who lives here. But this belongs to townspeople. We should not rifle through their things.
Can I listen at this door to hear if I find out if I hear anything?
Sure. Roll a perception check. You silent. I don't even know why I had you roll. It's just instinct.
Should we open these doors or should we just pass by?
I think it. I don't know if we want to be caught from behind. If there are any of them staying in these quarters.
That's a good idea, Mrs. Snow.
Well, I'm gonna back away from this door. I didn't hear anything in there. That doesn't necessarily mean that there's no one in there.
I'll open it.
Alright. You try the door, and it opens. Inside, you find another bedroom that looks oddly pristine. Like no one's been in here for a while.
Is there anybody behind the door?
Nope.
I'll just turn back around and shake my head. There's no one here.
Ren opens the door in front of her.
I'll check this one.
Similar sight. It appears that this line of bedrooms is for some kind of an emergency where everyone needs to pile into the keep.
There's a door here, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Ren opens this door. She's guessing it's to the same area as the one that Bit went in.
She opens it and she finds a lavatory.
I found the bathroom! Does anybody need to go to the bathroom before we keep battling?
I'm okay. I went
Ask
right
me in
before
10 minutes.
I think this is the first time I've ever found a bathroom in D&D.
That's because I designed this place to be somewhat realistic. I mean, you know, characters don't take showers on screen, but that doesn't mean they don't get clean.
Any hidden gems in here?
Why don't you check in the toilet?
Roll
Maybe the
investigation.
chamber pot
Tell me
has
exactly
some-
what you're doing.
Use your nature. Say what the die was.
Well,
the
I'm gonna
fiber
check
content
like the
of this
walls.
person's
So,
diet?
I mean, the walls are bare.
well, people stash their stuff, right?
Ren
Like
looks
the
at
Katie?
Apartments.
Bet. Ren looks at Bet, who is rifling around looking for special stuff, and she reminds her, "This building does not belong to these cultists. This is the townspeople's stuff. We are not taking the stuff." And she walks out.
So you get to a door that has like a river running out under it.
Oh, is that what that is? It's not just different colored tile, it's actually water?
It's water. Yeah,
Oh,
you've been
which
going
direction?
through like a puddle of water.
What direction is it flowing? Is it flowing south or is it flowing north?
It's south. Yeah,
Okay.
it's very
Would we-
gentle too. Like it's very like it's not like a rushing river or anything.
Would it be prudent to recast the water walk before we proceed?
This looks very significant.
You open the door.
Would it be? What do you guys think? Should we do water walk?
There's no harm in it, says Stoneflame. You can just do it, right?
I can. I'll go ahead and expend a spell slot.
Are you sure you
And
want?
Ren?
Are you sure you want to do that? This is the DM talking.
Well, otherwise we're gonna just be sitting in a puddle for like 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, you don't have to sit in the water while you cast it.
Figuratively.
Suit yourself.
I mean, there's more to explore, right? Or
Yeah.
or do we think that this is the way
There's also
I think-
to the
more to
I think-
fight.
Yeah, I think Snow would rather do it immediately. Because there's a time crunch on the summoning of another water demon.
Okay. Well, you cast Water Walk, and you open the door. I assume
Yes.
you find a stairway that goes up.
Do we want to clear the rest of this floor before we go up?
I mean, there's nothing dangerous would have found us in the hour. But perhaps there's something to find of value. But then again, that probably belongs to the people who were here beforehand.
This is the town people's stuff.
Like I
This is
said,
not the cultist cavern. We are not taking the stuff.
I think we should continue. It's probably just mirrored on the other side. If I had to take a guess.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me look. I didn't actually go over here. And Stoneflame, like, jogs over. Oh, there's another, it's a different pair of doors here. And then he goes behind this corner.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Barracks? And then you hear him open another door. It looks like the basement is flooded.
Makes sense.
And he just quickly jogs back.
Do you want to take the point to go up the stairs, or do you think that you want me to?
I'll go first, he says. He just enters and he starts walking up.
Ren follows behind him, and then she turns back and she says, "Are you coming?"
I'll follow them up.
I'm gonna crack open this door.
Well, wait. Oh, okay. That just leads back to the hall where you fucked all those guys up. Yeah. Seems like the little room, the little room here was a. I'm in the GM layer. The room here was a kind of like a back room for like a almost like a backstage kind of room for the meeting hall here. So yeah, you walk up the stairs. At the top of the stairs, you find a pair of double doors with water leaking out the sides, bottom, and top.
This may not be good.
Stoneflame like is grimacing as he looks at that. Maybe he looks at Snow. Maybe the water breathing too.
You can
I know
make
that
us
one.
breathe in water?
Oh wait, he doesn't know that. Shit, sorry. He doesn't say that. I'm sorry. Fuck.
I actually have.
I don't
I
think I have water breathing.
I have water breathing.
Oh.
So Savelia says, if we do want to be able to breathe underwater, I am able to help all of us do so for the next 24 hours.
Will I get gills like a fish?
You know, I've never used it before, so I don't know.
We should test it out on Snowflame first.
That's probably a good idea.
He is such a brave warrior. He will do it.
Stoneflame,
Right, Stoneflame?
he beams when you say that, and he says, Goliath fears no challenge, but doesn't willingly drown himself. So what's happening?
What do you guys think? Should I cast this? We'll all be able to breathe underwater, and it could help us with this next situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
I don't know, unless it's magic. I'm not having trouble understanding why we would need water breathing. It's just we open this door, it should leak out enough to where we're just like waiting in it. If I'm misunderstanding gravity, I mean, yeah, we can do it.
Stoneflame shrugs as Chadicus says that, and he just reaches for like the latch of the door and pulls it open. And there isn't a rush of water, no more than what is leaking from the places I specified earlier. Opening it wider, you are met with a standing wall of water. It seems like the entire second floor is submerged.
Well, there you go.
Then I probably should cast water breathing. Just in case. Why not? 24 hours.
You watch Stoneflame kind of like dip his arm in there and pull it out. Huh.
Is he solid in there?
It. He says it's water. It's like a pool of water, but with, uh, it, he looks very uncomfortable with the fact that it's just like a standing wall of water that he can just dip his head into and pull out. Okay. Oh. Velia casted the spell, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it. So up to 10 willing creatures I see within range of 30 feet. Yeah, you could just breathe underwater until the spell ends, and it's a 24-hour duration. It's not a
You could.
concentration.
Do you have ritual casting?
I don't,
Rangers do not.
No.
unfortunately, yeah.
Mike, how is this going to work with a water walk being on everyone?
You'll have to find out. I've thought about this.
We're gonna be walking on the ceiling.
Do we just like walk up to it, and as we walk up, we just like gravity shifts and we're like walking along the wall?
Okay, that would be cool.
Stoneflame walks in, and he fully submerges himself, and you what you see is that there's like a little bit of a boil going on at the head of his hammer because it's like on fire. And you see his feet leave the floor, and he's got his arms raised and he's touching the ceiling. And he's talking, but you can't hear him because of the media difference.
Ooh, a game of charades. 10 words. That seems like a lot for Stoneflame.
He then gestures for the party to come in.
Try to give it a shrug and walk through.
We didn't resolve what the scroll was. Let's do that real quick. Snow, you recognize this spell because it's on your domain spell list. It is a scroll of Cone of Cold.
Ooh.
Feels appropriate to me. Anyway, back to present. Stoneflame is like gesturing the party to come in.
Okay, I go in.
Chaticus will follow gingerly.
All right. As you enter these chill waters and you begin to sort of assess the layout of the second story, you can see ahead of you, glimmering in the water, small fish. A few of them wander near you, and you can see that they're made of both scale and ice. One seems to smell at Stoneflame. And then their eyes turn from a red to a putrid green glow, and suddenly the temperature lowers and a whole school of these fish nears you from around the corner. Stoneflame grabs at the fish, which you realize is gnawing at his leg, and he crushes it in his hand. And he motions down a hallway clear of the fish. And we're going to initiate a skill challenge.
Burr, 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 burr. Aw, they're cute.
All
That
right.
is a lot of fish.
All right, so that's a lot of fish. This is the first time this is the first time Rachel seeing one of my skill challenges. So this is how this is going to work. The goal of this skill challenge is to navigate this maze of offices and hallways that the second floor is, and get to the exits to get to above the second floor, essentially. Let me change the music here, make it a little bit more energetic. Alright, so these ice piranhas are violent and obstructive. Progress toward the stairs to the roof is harder. Every round is... We're going to do this in rounds, and each is going to be a check for forward progress. And the party is going to need a certain amount of successes to reach the roof where Gar is. All of the rules of underwater combat apply. So, to navigate this place with the added strain of dealing with these fish and just this layout that you're not familiar with, some kind of check that is gonna be ultimately your job to convince me that it makes sense, but I have a few suggestions, which, and by few I mean two, a history check for like how architecture works, or just a straight up luck roll on a d20. So, let's see. There's also going to be a check that you'll need to make to keep these ice quippers off of you. Class features can help, magic items can help, and I will assign a bonus as I see fit if you argue for their use. So, there's going to be one character that's going to lead the party. And the rest of you guys are going to be using your skills to keep these quippers from tearing you to shreds. Does that make sense?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, kinda. Let's try it and see.
So you'll need to assign one character to lead the group. You need to decide that. They'll make one check to navigate, and everybody else is going to need to make a check of some kind or an attack roll to keep the quippers from hurting you too bad.
And we don't really know what the skill itself is going to be to navigate, right?
You pick one and tell me what it is, and tell me your rationale. This is an exercise of imagination.
Oh.
Is that...
Who do we want to lead?
Wait, Mike.
What's up? Yes?
Can Bit kind of summon Ben Hadar
She can definitely use him in these checks, yeah.
and ask him, because he's water element, can he lead her?
Can you lead her? I'm gonna have to say no, but not in the way that you might think. I'm sure he
Yes,
can, I'm sure he could aid. I'm sure he can aid. He just wouldn't. He doesn't know the layout of this place either, but I'm sure he could aid. So what does that mean, Mike? Maybe just add your proficiency bonus if you're the one making the check. Like add it again, even if you're already adding it.
Okay.
And you can also use Ben Hadar to possibly stave off damage too. Alright, so who's making the check to lead the group?
I will.
Alright. What kind of skill is Ren using?
And here's where I'm confused. Is it I think she's gonna use her athletics.
Okay, how does her athletic skill assist her in navigating an unknown floor plan with all of these fish getting in her face?
It gives her the ability to push through and
Okay.
Kind of like a football player. She's gonna just muscle her way through.
Okay. Alrighty. Give me a roll. Okay. So we'll keep that in mind. And as Ren is pushing through this wall of quippers, everyone else is still like being surrounded by and bit at by these creatures. So you guys can use, the rest of you can use whatever skills you want to try to keep these things away from you as best you can. Stone Flame is going to be grant somebody's check advantage. Actually, no. He's gonna contribute too. I don't know why I said that. I'm probably thinking of a different skill challenge. Well, Stone Flame's just gonna be rocking with his athletics too.
Mike, how big is this? Like, are we in like a hallway?
It's all abstract. So if something works for you and you want to paint a scene, by all means.
Because I can cast Control Water. And it says that I can part the waters.
How big of an area can you do that for?
It is any freestanding water inside an area you choose that is a cube up to 100 feet on one side. So I figure I could probably clear a whole like hallway.
Holy crap. Yeah. I will definitely allow that. I'll definitely allow that. Okay, so here's what that means. So let's cinematize this. So Ren starts.
That's so awesome.
Ren starts barreling through, and Snow's just like, "Oh shit, screw this!" And she parts the seas like Moses. And you get a clear shot through part of the hallways, and I'm gonna just say that advances you 2 checks. What's the level of that spell slot?
It's my last 4th level spell.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely worth that. So, you find a clear path, and all of these like quippers are just kind of like angrily snapping at you from behind this wall of water as quickly you guys make your way through, and you turn a corner and there's another hallway and a couple of like different diversions, and you find yourselves having to push your way into the water again. So that saved you a lot, actually. That definitely saved you a lot, I'm not gonna lie.
As we're walking through in the safe zone, can I make a quick nature check to identify maybe some like conditions that would be unappealing to these types of creatures?
Sure, make a nature check.
Yeah, trying to figure out if they like warm, they like cold, what things that would draw their attention, that kind of stuff. Button, where's the button? There's the button.
Okay, so first thing Chaticus realizes is that these creatures are not of the material plane. But the good news is that they act a lot like actual piranhas, actual fish of prey, horde creatures. He knows that, kind of coming up with this on the fly. They don't like loud noises. They don't like very intense vibrations in the water.
He gives that information to everybody while we can talk to each other with the water parted.
I can cast Thunderwave.
I
Might be
was
worth
just
considering.
thinking you make that thunder thing.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and cast
Well, any sort of vibration will do it. Striking the walls, making any sort of flamboyant quick movement. I'm sure Stoneflame can contribute as well.
Mm-hmm.
Any noise?
The more vibrations, the more irritated they are, the more it discombobulates them.
Ren swings around the edge of her great axe and hits the ground with her momentum strike type move.
Roll an attack roll.
Oh, sure.
Okay, that was a good roll. So you see that some of them clear away when she does that. From, like, the next place you have to go.
We'll have to
I'll-
pass through, but just know it as we're passing.
Mike, how would thunder, like, how would it... I'll just go ahead and cast our reflavored Thunder Wave.
That one does ice damage, or cold
Yeah.
damage, so it would probably just... Yeah, Snow would kind of put together that these creatures aren't really worried about cold, because she noticed that the water was very frigid as they entered.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to the next stage here. So who's leading?
Do you guys want me to continue to lead?
I will actually go first, and I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself before I go in,
Okay.
and sort of just try and, like, bat them away.
Okay, you can roll a attack roll to clear a path. Okay.
Oh, not advantage, sorry.
Well, we read left to right, so it's fine. Okay, so while Snow is vanguarding in front, everyone else has this sort of everyone else sort of has a responsibility to tear these things away from themselves as they just swarm around. So let's have a round of that. I think that Ren's counts already. So we need one from Stoneflame, who is using his athletics to tear these things away from him. What about Bit, Valia, and
Chaticus?
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Let's see. I'd like to use a perception check to find any sort of loose debris that I could, like, clang against the walls with my staff to make as much noise as possible as we're passing through.
Sure, roll a perception check.
Alright.
Okay. What's Valia doing?
If possible, I would like to try to stealth. Maybe the fish won't, like, maybe I'll move so silently they won't notice me and go for somebody else instead.
Okay, I'm gonna have to say no, because you're definitely within their line of sight already.
Right.
Stealth's not really gonna help you.
Then I'd like to use acrobatics to kind of, like,
Perfect. Yeah.
worm my way through so that they're not trying to like swim without, like, touching them, like when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
in, like, a crowded space and you, like, squeeze you're kind
Definitely.
of like half your size so you don't touch anyone. That's
Sounds
gonna be what I'd like to
sounds perfect. Okay.
do.
And what about Bit?
I might use my bracelet to
Ooh.
cast that light cantrip.
Okay. To kind of like a flash.
Blinded, yeah.
Sure. I'll give you a +2. I'll give you a +2 bonus to whatever check you make. You gotta have a skill though.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Probably something like, I don't know, performance or also acrobatics. You're trying to flash the light at these things to get them away, so something like performance or sleight of hand, I guess. A dex check.
I'll go acrobatics.
Okay. Alright. So with the combined efforts, you all managed to definitely remove the brunt of these creatures. Some of you still get nibbled at a little bit. All of you still get nibbled at a little bit. And everybody takes 4 damage. And with Ren leading the way, you're able to navigate a little bit better. And you advance forward a little bit more. So this is another stage of that. So who's leading the pack still?
Well, I believe Snow was leading the pack.
Okay.
Yeah, I can keep going.
Okay. Roll that thing for me. Okay. And then I need, as Snow leads the charge, more of them keep swarming around you.
Would this still be within, like...
The cubed area?
Like... No, I mean, like, would my Shield of Faith still be on me?
Oh, right, you had Shield of Faith up. You can negate that 4 damage.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's no reason for you to have Shield of Faith up, because I'm not rolling any attacks against you. But then you're using a resource, and that kind of, like, you know, I don't want it to feel bad that, I used a resource
It's
for no
flavor.
reason. It is flavor, but I also don't want you to use a resource for no reason, because I intend for you to use resources for reasons, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, Snow's leading the pack. What does everyone else's activities look like to get through more of these nasties?
Ren is going to continue to use her great axe and strike it against walls if she can.
Okay. Roll athletics or attack roll. Stoneflame's gonna do the same thing. It was a good roll.
I'm wasting all these really fantastic rolls.
I would like to reach into my pack and produce whatever meat product I have and try to like wave it around with my staff. Try to make a handle kind of thing. Yep. Didn't like it. The fat boy's too tasty.
They did not. They don't care for this. They just want to chomp at everybody, not this dead stuff. All right. What about Valia and Bit?
Oh man. Seeing Chadigus try to handle the fish, I'm gonna be like, maybe I can try to do that, so I'm gonna try that too. Probably won't do very well, but who knows?
Using like a ooh.
Exactly as well.
Bad decisions. All right. And Bit, what's Bit doing?
I think she's getting pretty pissed off at these fish.
She's just gonna start attacking him.
Um,
That's valid, yeah. Shooting sunbolts at him.
yeah, I was thinking about doing that all the while of dashing through the water.
Sure. So, I mean, you can roll an attack roll to contribute to this, or some other check, whatever you want. The flavor will be as you say.
Yeah, I think she's just trying to dash through this water,
Okay.
sending sunbolts out.
Roll an attack roll. Uh-oh. Oh no! No! No, 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 no! No! Oh, I'm back! Holy shit. Sunbolt. Alright. 27.
Are you okay?
No, I was out for a second. Like, my internet was hiccuping.
Oh, we could hear you
We
like
could hear you
yelling
the whole
no,
time.
no, 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 over and over again.
Oh! Did Groovy just stop for everybody then?
No, it's
Nope,
still
just you.
going.
Nope.
Just
So Groovy stopped, but my packets were still coming through to you guys, but your packets weren't coming through to me. That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna leave this in the recording. I hope everybody laughs at me. Okay, cool. So we got that roll. Perfect. So this time you're not as successful warding them away. A little bit more of them are able to sort of overtake and just start chewing at the lot of you, and it's gonna be this damage. 10 damage to everybody. And Bit feels a little bit of a ping from her her connection with Ben Hadar. But you manage to you're still making your way through, and eventually you break out onto a landing. Oh, oops. J3. You breach out of the water that floods the second floor of the keep, and you find yourselves at a stair landing, water flowing along the walls, feeding the flooded second floor. But surprisingly, there is an air pocket here. It's quiet, save for the flow of water. And above you is another sheet of water that doesn't seem to be flowing into the room entirely. Like, it's just this flat plane of water above you. Ugh. Stoneflame takes off one of the fish that still was hanging onto him and pulls it off and just tosses it back into the water.
that was ridiculous.
They made the top floor into a fish farm.
Why would they need that? Let's go kill this guy. He's really annoying me.
Does anyone else need to take a break?
I'm fine pressing on if everyone else is.
I'm fine moving on as well.
All right. Let's take 5. Because I need to use the bathroom and this is going to be a long fight.
Okay.
Yay!
Right back. I'll be right back too.
And find the partner that's going to quote it back.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Healing?
Yeah, I think we're good to go. Okay, so. That's not where I want to put that. Just, you can go up here. Okay. What's your marching order? Or actually, okay, so you're. Yeah, alright, we're back. Faced with this pane of water. So, like, to give you a better idea, the stairs go up and into this interface between the air and the water, where the water is like magically floating. Are we going? Stoneflame asks.
Let's do it.
What is your marching order?
I feel like, and anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Ren and Stoneflame should take point just because we have,
Most beef.
yeah.
I will
Sure.
be behind Ren.
Okay.
I'll be behind now.
Okay.
I'll be next.
Assume it's 2 by or 3 by 2.
Is Nyx back?
Is she?
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
thought you were. So these are just the art tokens. They're not you can't move them, so I'm just gonna move them. So like this, like that. Is it like this?
Looks good to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Alrighty. Cool. So, I reversed it on this page. Well, doesn't matter. Notes. You enter that sheet of water, and you find yourselves looking at the gray sky. With the water walk spell in effect, you all rise through the water, and you find yourselves at the top of the tower. Standing on one of the icy battlements is Gar, flanked by a pair of those water elemental myrmidons. He smiles and he spreads his arms as he watched you rise from the bottom here. And he says, "Any words before you're drowned?"
Now's your chance to surrender.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. I'm sorry.
To the pain. Right, let's do it.
Roll initiative.
You know what I just noticed, Mike?
What's up?
I wish I had noticed this a long time ago, but I'm going to key this up for you guys.
Oh, you forgot you had advantage on initiative rolls?
I did.
Welp. You definitely do this fight.
I am not going to get a high score, though.
That is unfortunate. Alrighty. Water elemental Myrmidon. So Gar just kind of like has his hands out and just his lobster claw and then the hand with the trident, and he just kind of gestures forward, and the two elemental Myrmidons start heading down. Whose turn is it? Oh yeah, they both go first. Oof. Okay. Let's check their speed here. Alright. Well, that one gets to there, and this one gets to here, and they both stand at the ready. Stoneflame. Stoneflame, as they're like approaching, he looks to Ren and he says, "You take right, I take left."
Let's do this thing. And she gives him a high five, or offers a high five.
He takes the high five and then hefts his hammer and heads toward this Myrmidon, who reacts and attacks with their trident. Oh man. And Stoneflame takes a hearty blow, but then he cries out and his flame, or his red tattoos start to glow. And he hails Mary on this Myrmidon. So that gives him advantage. So he's going to use his maul once, twice. Alright, he hits with the first, he misses with the second. Not the best damage, but he does attack. Deals 15 damage to this Myrmidon. That's his turn. Okay. After Stoneflame's turn, Gar does some shenanigans as he erects walls out of the water. Let's see, which one's he gonna do? Yes. Oh, so these battlements, they're about 5 feet off of the ground. Which are more like daises, but I call them battlements for some reason. So you watch as Gar sort of lifts his hands and a few walls of water appear. and this is going to take me a second because they're all individual chunks. And that's his legendary action. Atticus. So, to give you a quick rundown of these, their ranged attack rolls made through them have disadvantage. They are 10 feet tall. If you enter the wall, it's rough terrain unless you have a swim speed, and that's it.
Gotcha. I think we're just gonna do a boring turn and use the final wild shape.
All right.
Oh, we took a short too, so just one of them to do my shroom form. I will move up here, and I will cast Shillelagh, and I will call a turn.
Alrighty. Ren. Oh, you get up there, and this guy attacks you. 17 to hit on. That misses? Okay. Go for it, Ren.
Ren sees this Myrmidon hit Chaticus, and she screams out in a rage and just rushes him and starts just wailing on him.
Alright. Does that mean she's using Reckless?
No, she's not reckless. She's just in a rage.
Okay. Oof. That hits. 13 misses. So 15 damage. Okay. Oh, I skipped Gar's turn. Shit. Legendary actions happened, but not his turn. I'm gonna do his turn now. Is Ren done?
Ren is done.
Alright. So he's gonna take his turn. Let's see. He is going to cast a spell. What's the range of this spell? Yeah. Yep. The cloudy sky grows a little darker over Velia, Bit, and Snow. And you hear a crackle as lightning descends upon the three of you, and I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws. His DC is not 14. Why is it saying 14?
Oh, that was a bad roll.
Well, his DC is 16. So I need to actually roll damage now, which I guess just isn't here. Cool. Bit.
Wait, do I have to do it?
Yes, you do.
Sorry, I missed the area.
Hey, you. So it's call lightning. So it's within 5 feet of this point. Wait, hang on. It's all you guys. So Bit, you need to roll.
So can I use my invasion on that?
If you succeed the roll, yes. That's how it works. So you only, even though you failed, you only take half of it. Does that make sense?
Mike,
What's up?
Shield of Faith has 10 minutes. Has
Yeah.
it been more than 10 minutes?
Nah.
Okay.
There's the damage. DC was 16.
Oof. Okay.
And once all that damage is taken, okay. Ren already took her turn. Velia.
Is this lightning like impeding any movement
Nope,
or?
it's just ouchies.
Okay. Can I get to about here?
Okay,
I
so
have 35 speed.
the more blue area, that's the tower. The area that's not bluer, that's a drop.
Got it. Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna go to just about here, just onto the edge.
Alrighty.
Actually, I'm gonna stop short. I'm gonna stop here. Okay, I'm gonna apply one of the rosins to my my bow.
Okay.
I'm going to attack this one. Although, do I have a clear shot of the?
Cover. Quarter cover. Oh wait, but that
Okay.
doesn't matter because you
only
have the
went-
thing. You have that feat.
I have a thing.
You have the feat. That lets you ignore cover. That's not full cover.
Oh, do I?
I thought you took it.
I don't remember. I don't have it on my character sheet.
We had that whole conversation about how I split apart sharpshooter into 2 feats.
I believe you that I have it. I'll take it, whatever you say. Okay, then I'm going to yeah, okay, then I'm gonna shoot
Mr. Gar.
shoot him. Yeah.
Alright. 15, yes.
17 to hit.
That is...
Oh wait, I plus my elemental rosin, so 18 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, and I'm gonna do favored foe on him.
Alright.
So an
Ooh, good
additional
roll.
6.
You gotta roll for the rosin now. See if it exploded on you or if you got some extra elemental damage.
Oh, that's right. That's right. What is the? Is it a D20?
Hold on. Here. The D12.
D12. Okay.
Alright.
Ooh,
Acid
acid.
damage. Cool. So go ahead and roll that D4.
Okay, 1 additional point of acid damage.
Alright, so in total that's 15 damage. Cool.
Yeah.
Alright,
And second attack.
second attack. Alright, that is a miss.
14.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a miss.
All right. That is fine. And that's gonna be the end of my turn.
You got it. He passes the save. Just barely. Bit. Ben Hadar screams in your mind, "What are you doing? Use me!"
I was just asking. I was just about to ask you if you were with me.
You're wearing me! Do you have it activated?
Yes.
Okay. So it's up to you to use your reaction to do stuff. But yeah, it's your turn now. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna come up between these two and send off some sun bolts to this one.
Alrighty. Ooh, a critical. For 8 damage. That misses. That also misses. Anything else, Bit?
Now with that cloak, that's a reaction, right?
I wrote it down in the item card. Reaction to cause cloak to below. Yeah, it's a reaction. So, but it has to happen like, you know, when the damage happens.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah. Alrighty. That's your turn?
Yep.
Alright, at the end of your turn, the water walls, I'm just gonna move them over her. Make it easier on me. I should have just made this map bigger so I could have done that. But, yeah, I'm just gonna stow them over here. They fall back into the water, and, actually, no, that's not what happens. Here's what happens. You watch as he sort of sweeps his hand in a direction, and let me just get myself to the right layer. You see him sweep his hands. Let me just delete this. Oh gosh, okay. You see him sweep his hands in this. Why is it not showing up? Show to others. Objects, tokens. There we go. You see him sweep his hands like this in this direction, and this whole this whole line of a wave appears and starts to sweep in this direction over the watery tower, and it affects everybody. And I need everybody to make a DC 16 strength saving throw.
Oh no!
Stone Flame. He saves. Shadicus is the only one that looks like they didn't save, so... Shadicus, you're pushed. Ooh, no. You're pushed 20 feet. That's 15. And you fall. You fall 30 feet onto the roof below. So that's 3d6 damage.
Would it have pushed him to the side, or would he just go down the stairs?
Well, so the wave went in this direction, and that's what it pushed him. So he was here, so as a crow flies, he goes this way. He takes
Stupid bad guys.
11 damage. However, don't fear too bad, because you can just, like, walk into the tower and float back up again. Snow, it's your turn.
Okay, I am moving up here between these two, and I think I'm gonna attack this one.
Alright. Uh, 15 is a miss. They're quite the
Oh
tank.
wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more. That's a hit. Alright, for 11 damage. Okay. Alright,
And that'll be it.
that'll be it. This Ice Myrmidon is going to use its power, and the trident in its hand starts to glow with a pale blue light, and it's going to attack. It's going to get over to here, and it's going to make a grand sweep targeting Snow, Bit, and Ren. So here's on Snow. 16.
Misses.
Oh wait, sorry, Mike.
What's up?
Is this where I can use the cloak now?
No. So he's just attacking. And if you read the text, it says takes any damage. You can use a reaction to buffer the attack, and then the other option is if you or a creature you see within 30 feet are subject to more than 2 attacks during a turn or initiative slot, you can use your reaction to reduce, etc., etc. So the way I'm describing it is that he's doing one attack on 3 different people. That make sense?
Okay, so it has to be 2 attacks on one person?
2 or more. That's for situations where, like, somebody is just all out assaulting one individual.
Okay.
Okay. This one attack is on Bit. 25 to hit. For 5 piercing and 7 cold damage. Your speed is also reduced by 10 until the end of its next turn. And then this one's on Ren. 17.
That hits.
6 piercing, 7 cold. And your speed is reduced by 10. And this one is going to get into this scrum and is going to attack Stoneflame with the same nasty freezing trident. Ooh, 21 to hit. And he is resistant to that. Not resistant to that. And then, oh, he has advantage. Oops. Because Stoneflame's doing his thing. So we'll just do the next 2 attacks with advantage. 1, 2. Alright. Both of them hit Stoneflame. So
Can I use my reaction?
yeah. Sentinel?
Yep.
That is a miss, I'm afraid. So 4, 2, 6, and 7 and 9 is 16. Stoneflame's not looking too good. That's the end of the Myrmidon's turns. Stoneflame reverts back to his...
I mean, isn't this a great place for Ben Hadar to react?
It is, actually. He just took a lot of damage.
Okay,
So
I'll react.
the cloak billows out and intercedes. So it's gonna be D12 plus your level, so D12 plus 10. Go ahead and roll that for us, Bit. So 15 damage is rescinded. I actually don't remember how much damage I dealt to him, so... Was it over 15? Was it more than 15? Because I'm counting for... Oh yeah, it definitely was. Okay. Stoneflame still does not look too good, but a little not as bad. Alright. So it's his turn. He's going to see if he can recharge his thing. He does recharge his thing, but he's going to hold it in the bag for now, and he is going to cast a spell. Let me just make sure I get to that. Yeah. He casts a spell, and his maul glows even hotter, and he is going to attack. Let me get that spell out of here. And so attack. There. Alright, 15 misses, unfortunately. He's going to try again. 23 hits, dealing 9 for... so that's going to be 13 damage. Oops. And this happens. So it's another 5 fire damage as he covers this thing with molten rock that kind of appears from his hammer. And the creature needs to make a strength saving throw. He fails. So, the Myrmidon here is restrained. And yeah, let's mark that with a, that. Oh, that's prone. Chains are good. Or the net, that works. Alright, that's Stoneflame's turn. After Stoneflame's turn, Gar is going to use a legendary action to put some things in your way, Velia.
Okay.
these walls of ice shoot up from the water. They block line of sight, and yeah.
Okay.
Now on his turn, he is going to use. Let's see. If he were to do that, he would attack his own dudes. I don't know if he's there yet. So, yeah, Velia, lightning strikes you. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
All right, you avoid the brunt of this. You take 7 lightning damage.
Okay.
That is Gar's turn. Chaticus.
Seeing that he has to go into the water, Atticus is going to turn to where Velia is, and he's going to yell, "Throw one of the rosins in the water!" And he's going to begin swimming into it.
Let me see here. How does water walk work? You rise 60 feet per round, right?
Something like that.
Let me slow it. Targets, you raise. So I think that basically means you just pop up. Because 30 feet and within a round. So to me, it seems like you'll pop up and you'll be able to do an action.
Perfect. If that's the case, then I'll just walk up and grab it.
All right.
And while that's happening, I'm just going to do a chill touch on our boy up here because I'm tired of his face.
So when you get up here, these block your line of sight to him. These walls of ice.
Did I hit him when I was back here below it?
No. So we have to do trigonometry now. What's the range of chill touch?
90.
90. Yeah, trigonometry time. This actually is relevant because there's enough of a height difference to make a difference, I think.
5 feet, right?
70, 30. Okay, you have enough. You can.
Cool.
The hypotenuse is 80. 21 hits. For 7 damage.
Yeah, do some.
Alright, let's see if he can hold on to Ball Lightning. That's not the right stat block. Yeah. Alright, you broke his concentration. Good job. Anything else, Chaticus?
Just asking for a rosin after that, and that'll do it.
Okay. Ren, it's your turn.
Hearing Chaticus mention the rosin, she takes her last rosin and uses it on her great axe.
Alright. Is Ren raging, by chance? I don't remember you
She
mentioning
is
that.
raging.
Oh, okay.
It was the first thing she did. She screamed out. Remember, then you asked if it was a reckless attack?
Oh, okay, got it. So that was a bonus action. You roll a d12. Not a d6. Kitties.
Sorry. I'm doing it.
Everything okay?
I'm having a moment. My computer's acting weird.
Okay. Do you want me to roll it for you? Or did you already like hit go and it's just like not doing it? There it goes.
There it goes.
Oh, that sucks. It explodes. So it pops and deals Ren. That's not the right command. 4 force damage. But you have a plus to hit at least.
So then she's just, once that happens, she's just already in a rage. And it makes her more mad, and she just starts swinging wildly. And I think I'm going to make this one a reckless.
All right.
Why isn't it going?
I don't know. Roll 20, please.
Okay, there may be a lot of these. Hold on.
27 hits. So does 23. And we're gonna ignore the rest of those.
Oh my god.
That's unfortunate. Oh, and you don't get momentum strike because you use your bonus action to use the whatchamacallit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So roll. Why don't I? Okay. Ooh, 16, good roll. And ooh, 2 good rolls. All right.
Nice.
So I'm just gonna do this. That'll make it easier on myself. I can figure out how to type. You dealt a total of 39 damage on this guy.
Wow.
Good hit. As Ren dents its armor significantly. All right. Anything else, Ren? I think you're done.
And she screams in his face.
Yeah. It doesn't react, but you do that. Velia.
Alright, I'm gonna first move here so that to avoid getting like thrown off again. I'm gonna yell to Ren, here, heads up, and throw her an extra rosin. And then I would like to would that count as just like a free action?
Object interaction.
Okay, great. So I would like to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on this one and attack it twice.
Alrighty.
18.
It's a hit. Just enough.
Great. Hunter's Mark damage and 1d4 acid damage. Additional 3.
15 damage. Cool.
And I'm gonna shoot him again.
Yeet. Wow.
18.
The
Hunter's Mark.
rosin's really coming through for you.
Yeah, it's additional 12 damage. And that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. This Myrmidon has a lot of cracks in its armor, and the water is like kind of thinning out a bit.
Which one was this one? What's he again?
This guy's restrained. He's restrained in weird molten lava chains.
Let's give him a couple whacks.
Alrighty. That's a miss. That's a hit. For nice 12 damage.
And then can I spend a key point, do a stunning strike on that one?
You can. You gotta hit him though. That is a miss. You can spend a key point to be flurry of blows, and then another key point to stunning strike if you want.
Whoa, say that again?
You can spend a key point to take one more attack, because it'd be like flurry of blows, and then spend another key point to do a stunning strike if you'd like.
Okay, let's try that.
Alrighty. Alright, that hits. Alright, so now you're going to spend another key point, and he's going to make a... what kind of save is for that again?
Con save.
Con save. Okay. They fail, I'm pretty sure. What's your DC? It's going to be 8 plus your wisdom plus your proficiency bonus. What's your wisdom?
15.
So 2 and 4. Okay, 14. Yeah, it fails. You should write down DC 14 next to the stunning strike feature. So that you remember. We remember. Yeah, it's stunned. This Myrmidon is stunned. At the end of Bit's turn. Before Snow's turn. Gar is going to... The ice walls turn to a mist and disappear as, let's see, make sure I have this mechanic right that I wrote myself. Okay. So a wall appears up underneath Snow and over by Stoneflame and by Ren. And over here in this orientation. And over on Chaticus. Oh, and I got one more. Oh, put one Ren and Revelia too. So everybody who you're being like lifted up, and you have to sort of steel yourself to stay put. You have to roll a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
DC is 17, and or sorry, no, the DC is 15. And if you fail, you're pushed into an unoccupied space of your choice. So Stoneflame is pushed away and over here. So now you're standing on the wall if you have Water Walk. So does that make sense? So Chad, you're actually pushed. You're pushed any space unoccupied that's not occupied the wall of your choice. Does that make sense? So go wherever you want that isn't the wall. All right. Now it's your turn, Snow.
Am I still within range of these guys?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we're gonna do some downward stabbing into the restrained one.
All right. You have advantage. That's a hit. For 13. Oh, that other stuff too. And then 9. Okay. Significant amount of damage. Good job.
Thank you.
Anything else, Snow? I guess you're done,
Nope.
huh? Alright.
Yep, that's it.
This water Myrmidon is stunned. Oh wait, yeah, it's stunned. Doesn't do anything. This one is restrained. And let me look up that spell real quick that I wrote. I'm just gonna. Yeah. They take more damage. Somebody roll me 2d6, please.
I'll do it.
They take 5 more damage. Okay. Well, then the Myrmidon is going to first gonna try to get its thing back. Doesn't get its thing back. And it's going to try to attack Stoneflame at disadvantage. 1, 2, wow, 3. Oof. Still hit with 2 of those. For a total of 20 damage. Oof.
Like, I'll use my reaction on him.
Alright. You have advantage still. That's a hit. For 8 damage. Alright. The thing is just kind of like moving slowly, managing to get its trident into Stoneflame's body. Oh, and I forgot to do this, but so above the battleground here, above the battle water here, there's that sphere of water that's floating in the air up above everybody. And at the top of the round, what happened was a stream of water shoots out of it, and just this same kind of tentacle of water that you saw brought forth that other huge creature you fought earlier today. It slams into one of the battlement/dais things, and instead of a huge water elemental, it leaves a small water elemental who's going to join the fight. And rolled really low initiative. All right. Next up is Gar. Ooh, everybody's all at the same time. There we go. Okay. Gar is just chilling up here. He is gonna. What can he do? Yeah, he's gonna. He's got nothing better to do than to call some more lightning, so he's gonna do that. And he's gonna do it right here, so that Bit and Ren need to make dexterity saving throws. As more lightning comes from the sky. Danger sense! Alright, so Bit doesn't take any of this because of evasion. And you save, Ren, so you take half of that, 7 damage. And that's his turn. Catechus, what are you doing?
Well, you didn't hand me a rosin, so I'm going to steal the one you gave Ren. I'm going to squeeze in here. I'm going to snatch the one off Ren. He's going to take a deep breath, and he's going to say, oh, this is one of my worst ideas. And he's going to bite into it.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's going to be funny. Oh, by the way, the water walls, they fade away, so snow actually sinks back to the plane of where everyone else is. Yeah, roll that d12. Let's see what happens. Catechus bites in. Ooh, okay, that's acid damage. Very appropriate.
This is awful. And then I'm going to use polymorph on myself.
Ooh. What are you turning into?
A giant shark.
Wait, so if a shark has a water walking spell on it, does that mean...
I'm about to fly.
Wait, what do you mean fly?
Because I can swim faster than it can buoyancy me, but then I get to fly up with it on the next turn.
Huh, okay. A giant shark, you say?
Let's do it. I think we have the thing in here because we bought one. That's the whole reason we do it.
We do, I think. Where's the... There's not a stat block for giant shark in here.
Yeah, I thought we fought one when we did the Hydra. Or the Hydra cleanup crew.
Oh, that was a river shark. That wasn't a giant shark. But if you want a giant shark, I can get that because I have the compendium. Shark. We can just put it right in there. And I'll just give you permission to use this, and I'll organize this into the proper folder later. Edit. In players' journals. All players. Controlled by all players, because it's just a shark. Save changes. Alright, you should be able to futz with that.
Cool. I'm going to swim 45 feet straight down.
Alright. It's only 30 feet up, so you hit the you hit the roof.
You hit the roof. Oh, it's that far? Alright.
Well, I mean, the tower's 30 feet above the roof. The top of the tower is above 30 feet. Is 30 feet off the roof. So you just hit the bottom of this weird tower.
I'll just tank on the bottom, and then I'll lift up 30 feet, so I'll just be right underneath these people's feet once I'm there.
Okay. Let me do this to back. There we go. All right. Good turn, Catechus.
This is gonna be weird.
This is gonna be weird. Ren.
Ren is just gonna keep on beating on this guy in front of her.
Oh yeah, he's still stunned until the end of Bit's turn. Yep.
It's coming, I promise.
There it is. 18 hits. You had advantage because it was stunned. So that 20 hits. Roll again, but with advantage. Darn. That hits. Alright, give me the damage. 20 and 14. Oh, you only hit with one great axe attack, so... Oh, did you misclick?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So that's gonna be 32 2 damage. You kill it with the momentum strike. You drive the weighted end through it, and it disintegrates and just falls into the water around it. What's next, Ren?
She is going to stick around for her friends. So she's going to move over to here to help her friends with this guy.
Okay. Velia.
Velia's gonna yell out, "I'm sorry, I forgot to share the resin with you," and then she's gonna pull out another rosin and throw another one. Does Ren still want the rosin?
She used it already.
Thought Chadicus took it from her.
I didn't use the second one she tossed over.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna toss another
No,
one.
keep it. It's okay. I'm hitting pretty good.
Okay, great. Sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna bonus action move my Hunter's Mark to this one and attack him twice.
Alright. Oh, I forgot to... Hold on. Don't roll another attack yet. I need to roll a strength save to get him out of the restraint.
Okay.
He is still restrained. Go ahead and roll your other attack. You have advantage. Because he's
Okay.
restrained.
I'll keep that 24.
And that 13 damage.
Yeah, and then Hunter's Mark, 1d4 acid.
Alrighty.
Alright, second attack with advantage, 20.
That hits.
Hunter's Mark
And the acid.
and acid.
That damage was just enough to destroy the Myrmidon.
Nice. Perfect. Okay, that's gonna be it for me.
Gar angrily growls, and he is going to use a he's going to use a legendary action to set up a much larger ice wall right here, and then take a few of these. He just sets up that 10-foot long or 10-foot tall, 60-foot wide ice wall, and that's his legendary action. Bit, it's your turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna come running over here, and let's send some sunbolts to him.
All right. Uh, 20. Yeah. I think up to 15 misses, unfortunately. And 19 damage. All right. Anything else? I think that's it for you, unless you want to move closer.
Well, if I move over like here or here, would give me some cover.
It would from attack rolls. Yeah, it would from attack rolls.
Okay, I'll move up there.
Okay. At the end of Bit's turn, Gar is going to make another legendary action. And he is going to cause a wave to roll through this way. And everybody needs to make a strength saving throw, except for Chadicus, because he's underneath all this. The DC is, what's your DC? 16 for this one. Snow, you're pushed 20 feet. Just need Velia's save.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, sure. Sorry.
You're pushed 20 feet this way, and you fall.
Probably.
30 feet, taking 8 damage.
Okay.
And you are now down there, but you have water walk. So it's more like a ouchie than a huge problem. Snow, it's your
So
turn
standing in front. Sorry. So just like standing in front of that pillar wasn't like. I get that it came from like directly this direction, but I didn't have a chance to like grab onto it or anything.
now. I think that would have been. I think that was abstracted by the strength saving throw.
Okay.
That's what I'll say.
Okay.
Snow, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to take the dash action.
Alrighty. Where you going? Aha! Over there.
And I will use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon
Hell yeah.
right on him.
I gotta get you a better spiritual weapon.
Aw.
Oh, that's a miss, unfortunately. Wow. Give me a break here, roll 20. Alright, fine. Well, here, we'll use this as your spiritual weapon. It looks like a snowflake.
I think it's cute.
Good enough. Alright. The water elemental goes and runs up to Stoneflame to attack him. The lesser water elemental. Oh man, he hits. Dealing 4 bludgeoning damage. Oh no! That's its turn. Top of the round. Another tendril of water appears out from the sphere of water, and another water elemental appears on this dais / battlement here. And it's gonna roll initiative of its own. 10. Alright. The Myrmidons are gone. It's Stoneflame's turn. He is going to do his thing, and his tattoos start to glow. And he's going to roll with advantage against this lesser water elemental. 1 and 2. I think both of those hit because it doesn't have the highest AC. Yep. So, and Stoneflame, you see steam and water boiling on this creature as Stoneflame just rails into it. 24. Oh no, Stoneflame obliterates it. This isn't fair, Ren, he says as he smashes. He's bringing in more of them. And that's his
It's
turn.
because these guys are chickens.
Gar is going to look at Snow angrily, but with a bit of a smirk on his face as he raises his hands. And I need to look at his spell. Let's see. Yeah. He's going to... He sort of raises his hands, or raises his arms with the trident and the lobster claw toward the sphere of water floating above the battlefield. And he is going to rain down a snowstorm.
He would.
He would, and he did. So that's going to hit everybody within this area. So Bit, Snow, Stoneflame, Ren need to make saving throws of a type that I will find out in a second. What is it? Dexterity saving throw. DC 16. And this area is rough terrain as the ice is sort of like with the water, and it kind of like all the ice crystals get in your way. Stoneflame needs to make a saving throw. Kitties, I'm assuming. Oh, you already did. Who didn't make a save? Oh, it's just Stoneflame. Okay. Stoneflame is not looking good. Dexterity. Oh boy. So now I need to roll the damage. So the D8s are bludgeoning, and the D4 or the D6s are cold. Rolling the dice. So Stoneflame resists a little bit of that, as does Ren. -2. And then, what is that? Now I need to add this together. I'm adding the cold damage together, kitties, so that you don't have to mess around with that. 16, okay. It's 16 cold damage and 5 bludgeoning. Alrighty.
Quick question.
What's up?
Since she's mountain born and is it naturally adapted to cold climates, does that count? Does that help her resist anymore?
I don't think you have resistant to cold damage, so no. It just means that you don't get adversely affected by the weather. Bit, you failed the saving throw, so you take half. Oh wait, no. No, yeah. You failed the saving throw, so you take half.
Sorry, half of which number?
Half of... You're not resistant to either, so just take half of 21, so 10. You take half, you take 10 damage.
Okay.
Alright. That is Gar's turn. Shadicus, Shark, what's he doing?
These walls aren't impeding me from swimming underneath them, right?
No. They're like on the surface of the water.
I'm gonna say hi.
Ah!
And that's going to be, do I have you added it to the chart somewhere in here?
Add what to the chart?
Did you add the giant shark in here?
Shift and double click the token. It'll pop up for you.
We do have it. Okay, sweet. So it's doesn't mean this button. Has he lost health?
Yes, Gar has lost health.
So then you get advantage.
$23 to hit. Nice.
So that does
Gar do anything about that? I don't think so.
26 plus 6, 32 damage.
Okay.
And then I get to roll a 6 for the acid.
D4, but yes.
D4. Yeah. So then 2 acid.
So 28 damage in total. Shit. Okay. Good work.
That'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Oh, the water elemental needed to take some of that damage. So this water elemental is going to sneak up on Snow and try to hurt her.
I will use my reaction.
Oh yes, you sure can. See if you hit. That hits. It. Oh boy. Okay, you describe how you destroy this lesser water elemental. Actually, I'm just gonna delete it.
So she hears him kind of like crunching through the snow and ice that's like formed on top of this water. And she doesn't even like, she only turns her torso and then she just slams ice into him, like one-handed.
And the water elemental freezes over and just shatters and becomes part of the snow that is rough terrain on here. Hell yeah. Alright, Ren, it's your turn.
Ren is going to. This is rough terrain, correct?
It's rough terrain, and you've got these 10-foot walls here.
So Ren is just going to dash up to next to Snow. He says, "Don't hit me like you just hit that guy."
Wouldn't dream of it, Ren.
So, question about Chad Tikis. Is he, like, floating on the water now?
Right now, I didn't have enough movement to go back down, so I am visible on the top of the water, yes.
Alright. Okay. Well then, Velia, it's your turn.
Okay. And I've just like floated up to the top, right?
Yeah, you
That's
step
fine.
in and just zoop.
Okay. Is it? And these are only like 5 feet.
Yeah.
5 feet up.
Yeah.
Can I move up to it and try to climb on top?
Yes. And it just takes... I'm just gonna say to get to, like, the square that the dais is in, it's like rough terrain. So it costs 10 feet to move to that next square.
Okay, then I'm gonna do so.
Right.
Do I have a clear view of this guy now?
I would say yes.
Okay. So I'd like
Actually,
to move.
Let me snap to corner. Yeah, you do. Corner to corner. Yep.
Okay. Cool. So I'd like to move my hunter's mark onto him,
Okay.
and he still has favored foe on him.
Alrighty.
So I'm going to attack twice.
Have you
28.
Did you make a concentration saving throw for when you fell?
I
To
did not.
Hold on to Hunter's Mark? Yeah, do that real quick. You do not have Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay, then I'll cast it again.
Okay.
So let me mark that off. Okay, so the 28 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, so here's Hunter's Mark. Here's
15.
favored foe. And acid damage of
Nice.
3.
Okay.
And I will shoot him again. 17 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay.
9. You don't get to use favored foe again, but you get
Okay.
to use everything else.
Hunter's Mark and 3 acid damage.
Gar is not looking good. Alright.
That's going to be the end of my turn.
Okey-dokes. Bit.
Bit's gonna come up.
I'm on the surface of the water, so you can use me as like a jumping point and walk on top of me.
Okay, I'm gonna get up on the shark then.
Alright.
And I'm gonna whack him.
Heck yeah. 25, 20 hits.
Then I want to do Flurry of Blows.
Alright. That's a hit. That's a miss, unfortunately. 7. Is that it?
I think I can do something else, can't I?
You used all your actions, but you have
Can make a
opportunity.
stunning strike.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are you gonna try a stunning strike?
Stunning Strike.
Okay. Are you gonna try on all of them, or are you gonna keep trying on these attacks until one sticks?
Right? What?
Okay, so one stunning strike. We'll see if he saves. What's your DC?
14.
Okay, he saves. Are you gonna spend another key point on your next attack that hit, or are you done?
Oh, let's do it.
Okay, let's see if he saves. He saves.
The 5?
Legendary resistance. Do you want to try it one more time?
Nah.
Alrighty. At the end of Bit's turn, a wave starts to push through, leading in this direction. So, let's see, I think the shark needs to make a strength saving throw, because Bit's on top of it. And Ren and Snow need to make saving throws.
Mike, can I
What's up?
purposely not save?
You
To
can.
push closer to him?
You can. Also, the ice walls go away.
I got an 11.
You got an 11. Well, you and Bit are gonna be pushed off.
Can I not use my reaction to grab onto Gar?
You can't use your reaction to. Well, let's see. That's cool.
Hey, if we're going down, he's coming down with us.
Yeah, we can call this a grapple. So I need you to roll me a athletics check, and we'll see if Gar can handle that. No, athletics.
Oops, sorry.
Don't re-click. We'll use a 16. What's your athletics modifier? Like, what's the number next to the button?
0.
Okay, so you rolled a 16. So we'll see if he can beat a 16. He can't beat a 16. Alright, so all of you guys go down. And everybody's gonna take 3d6 damage.
But I can use my slow fall?
You can! So the shark takes 8 damage. Gar takes 8 damage. Alright. Nice move. And, Snow, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna get here to the edge. Oh, and actually...
Oh! What is that?
I'm gonna cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh, cool. Alright, so that means you, Valia, and Stone Flame. Cool. Can somebody at Rachel on the chat and tell her that she got 18 health? Stone Flame gets 18 health.
And then my bonus action, I'll move the spiritual weapon 20 feet towards him.
Okay. Nice. Alright. Anything else now?
Nope, that's it.
Stone Flame doesn't go yet. Velia, you got 18 health with the Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay, thank you.
Alright. So, before Stone Flame goes, another tendril of water comes out from the watery sphere above you, and another water elemental appears, who I will now roll into the initiative order. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Rachel. Initiative 3. You guys are rolling like poop. Alright, Stone Flame is going to get out. He calls out, Ren, are you alright?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
He's going to nod, and he's just going to run. He's going to take the dash action himself and get up to here. Actually, he can get up to the edge, too. Stone Flame. Kind of guy is Stone Flame. Stone Flame the kind of guy to jump off of a 30-foot drop at low health to take the kill. He is. And
Yeah.
He's going to make an ass of himself, but he's going to do it anyway. So he jumps off, and he's going to first. We'll see if he can make that first attack. He does the whole 9 yards. He jumps off with his maul raised above his head, with his elbows bent, and it's winded up all the way down his back, and his two legs are bent. That not Highlander, that that classic action movie pose.
Superhero mode.
Yeah, and we'll see if he can hit Gar. As he just cries out, "Ah!" Oh, actually, first we need to see if he can use his molten anger again. He can, and he is, so he's gonna have advantage on this. So as Gar is starting to stand up, and you can see, he's starting to use healing magic on himself. You can see his wounds start to knit. But Stoneflame comes down like a comet and hits, dealing. Alright. My NPC took the kill. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like a bad DM now. But Stoneflame crashes into him. The maul slams into Gar. And he... And there's no time for him to really say anything as as Stoneflame's maul just smashes into him. And his body just gets bloodied by this maul, but then you watch as I need to deal damage to Stoneflame. His body warbles a little bit and turns into water, except for the clothes on his back, which is just like a lower loincloth almost thing. His lobster arm and the trident. And Stoneflame is dealt 9 damage. Actually, he's dealt less than 9 damage, so he gets 5 of that back. We're still in initiative.
Does the water and the
This goes away.
snow ice thing stay?
The watery sphere above you stays. We are still.
That is interesting.
You're still in initiative. Stoneflame gets up. Worth it. He walks back in. Actually, he can't move anymore. His turn's over. Gar is dead. Chaticus, what do you want to do? As you flop around on the roof here.
I actually cannot move. So I will end my concentration. Instead of making someone try and move me. Just drop that.
Alright.
And I guess besides the threat, I'll just move over here and get a line of shot on that one with Chill Catcher.
Alrighty.
10 to hit.
10 misses.
That'll be turn.
Ren.
Ren is going to run towards Velia. So... Ooh, she can't get very far. She can get here. You know what? She's gonna just go ahead and dash towards her because she's got that elemental behind her, and she's gonna scream to Velia, "You got something behind you!" And she'll end up right here.
Alright.
Ah!
Valia, it's your turn.
I'm gonna disengage as an action, hop down and just move away from the elemental, and then as a bonus action move my hunter's mark onto it.
Alrighty. Bit, what do you want to do?
Let's move her up over here, and then send some bolts up to him.
You might actually be out of range. Yeah, you definitely are out of range.
Okay, I'll move up a little bit more then.
Well, the problem is you're 30 feet below it. But if you go into like the water tower, you'll just zoop right back to the top. So you can just do that if you want.
Okay, let's do that.
Alright. The water tower remains standing, despite Gar's death. Go ahead and roll your attacks. That hits. 7. Okay. 13 hits. They're not very strong creatures. Give me another one. That misses.
That's all.
Alright. Snow. On your turn. You take 3 cold damage. You look down because the source of the cold damage was ice.
Ice is in my weapon, or ice is in...
Ice is in your weapon. It looks like it is encrusted itself over with actual ice. And it looks like it has icicles, but instead of being pointed down like an icicle normally would, it's pointing up towards the watery sphere.
I'm looking up at that sphere. Is anything weird going on with it?
It's warbling and stuff, and you can see it as you look closer at it, it looks like there's something inside of it, or it's like some kind of window, and you can see another sort of mass of water that's like a different density. So it has like that kind of that, you know what happens when you see like air with a different density, you can like see it moving, like the mirage effect and all that. You can see that going on with this sphere of water. And I'm just gonna draw a little circle so that you know where it is. Draw shape. Is it Alt? Yeah. And I said it was 10 feet wide, so that's good enough. And it's like it's hanging out right here.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna move over to Ren. Can I still bash this guy with ice, or is it like... Okay.
That's a hit. Or that much damage. And with Ice Butt, you destroy it. Before it could even act. Alright, I believe that's your turn.
Sure is.
Alright. Stand by. Okay. Another tendril of water shoots out from the sphere and lands here, and another water elemental joins the fight. And you get the impression that this is going to keep happening. And I need to roll its initiative. Stoneflame stands up. Mr. Chaticus, are you alright?
I'll be fine.
Okay. He walks into the water and zips up.
Stoneflame, grab the trident.
Oh. You say that before he comes
Yeah,
up?
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
He grabs the trident, he comes up. It's very cold. As he's... Oh, another one! And then he just starts running toward it. Gets to about this far. Gar is not active anymore. Chaticus, what do you want to do?
Let's see. And where is this orb in relation to us?
It's about 15 feet off the ground. Off the level of the... off of the top of the tower.
And do I see any presence or like creature inside of it?
You see creatures coming out of it. You see these water elementals coming out of it.
I think I have Dispel Magic, don't I? I do. Can I try to Dispel Magic on it?
You can.
I'm assuming I'm gonna have to roll.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. That's what I was asking for. Cool. So, wisdom, chicken check. One of these.
All right. You feel a little bit of effect as you cast the spell magic on this thing. You see how before you cast it, you see the same effect that I described for snow with the sort of warbling, different densities of fluids in this thing. When you cast the spell magic, that stops, but the object still remains. It seems like you've slowed whatever it was doing, but you didn't take it out completely. Anything else?
Okay. No, I'm gonna get a little bit closer and that'll be turn.
All right. This water elemental is going to come and attack Velia.
I mean,
Okay.
does it have more dexterity than I do?
Probably not. So go ahead.
Okay, before he moves, Ren is going to run up and she, I know this is a 5-foot thing, but she is 7'3". So, she's got a
She can
good,
go for the base. Yeah,
right? She's going to go ahead and swing at him.
that makes sense to me. That's a hit. That's also a hit. That's also a hit. You're probably going to just destroy this thing. 13, 20. Oh, yeah. You just annihilate it. It just turns to water and just flows and falls over. Oh, yeah. Do you want to do anything? That doesn't seem to be
And
anything.
she's going to move with the rest of her movement. She's going to move next to Velia.
All right. Velia, do you want to do anything?
I don't think that I really can. I don't have like any
Okay.
dispel magics or anything that I could. Yeah.
Shoot the orb.
Oh, okay. All right, and then I'm gonna turn around and shoot the orb.
You shoot at the orb, and your arrows fly into it, and they sink in, and they seem to disappear.
Huh.
He's okay. I will give you back your arrows.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Bit, do you want to do anything?
How high was the orb?
15 feet off of the ground.
Okay, so I can like go right under it and send some
Sure.
bolts on.
You sure can. Okay. Don't bother rolling. It's a very easy thing to hit. You hit it, the sunbolts go into the water, and they wink out. Snow, what would you like to do?
I would like to do the same thing Chadicus did and try and dispel it.
You feel that same pain again as ice encrusts the weapon ice, and it points the icicles towards the portal.
Do I need to make a... Oh, is it a wisdom check?
Yes, it is a wisdom check. You do nothing.
Okay.
Stoneflame says, "The trident is starting to get, more dark. It's like it's getting burned by something. It looks like it's getting covered in soot. What do I do?" He's just kind of looking at it, and that's it. Oh yeah, Chadicus stopped that, though. Chadicus, it's your turn.
I'll throw. I think I have a level 5. Yes, throw a level 5 dispel magic on the trident.
Oh, it's bright again. Okay. Wait, did they talk to us about this before? Ren, what do you want to do?
What if we threw the trident at it? What do you think?
Wait. They mentioned
Good.
portals. Is that the portal?
It could be portal.
Can I make an Arcana check to know that before I send it to somebody?
You can.
I would love to do that.
We're in quasi-initiative now, I think.
That button.
You aren't entirely sure, but you did see Velia shoot arrows into this thing, and they didn't come out the other side. So whatever Chaticus can conclude from that is, or whatever Miles can conclude from that is what Chaticus can conclude.
Ren looks at Chaticus and says, "Should we try it?"
Let's do it in a safer way. I'm going to cast. Where is this thing? A level 4 conjure animals, and I'm gonna get the big birds, the eagle things.
Okay.
And I'm gonna have one of them carry it through,
All right.
so it can fly back if it needs to.
Okay.
Smart.
Cool. Let me do something real quick.
I was just going to tie a rope to it.
That's what I was thinking too.
I'm worried if there's something on the other side, a rope might be too easy to sever.
That's smart. Yeah.
Birds are easy to sever too.
Both the birds that are flying near me look at you, just kind of like turn their heads a little bit.
I'm sorry, birds, but you are birds.
All right. You throw the trident that belonged to Gar at the water orb, and as the trident hits the orb, you see what appear to be hairline fractures appear on the water, like as it's liquid, and you hear what sounds like the warping and grinding of metal, and the orb just pops like a bubble, and a bunch of water just splashes onto the watery tower, and then you find yourself having to hold yourself steady as the water tower starts flowing down and down and down, and eventually you're standing on top of the roof with the tower gone, and the battlements just kind of floating, or not floating, but like just listing on the surface of the tower as the water starts to drain away. And the trident remains, but it looks like it has taken. It looks like when Gar had it, and when you're looking at it, it looked pristine. But now it looks like it's seen 100 battles. It has scores all along it. The tines are bent. But Chaticus, the creature brings it back to you, and when you handle it, you can still feel a little bit of latent magic in it.
Make it shine again, Chaticus, with that spell.
So I could fix this.
Chaticus knows that that's probably not what happened. Snow, you feel a chill on the holy symbol amulet you have around your neck.
I put my hand over it.
You feel a disapproving disappointment. And it sits with you. I think we did it, Stoneflame says. Then he jogs over to the remains of Gar, and he picks up the lobster claw. And he runs back. And then he jogs back, or he doesn't jog back. He looks down at it, and then he kind of looks at it and handles it. And then he turns around, and he's got the biggest frown on his face as he walks back, holding the lobster claw arm thing. And he just tosses it to the ground, and he says, "There's no meat in this. It's just water.
Silly
But we
Josh.
did get rid of him.
We did.
Ren walks up to Snow and says, "You did good job, Miss Snow."
Real
And
kid.
she looks at her and she says, "Are you okay?"
Yes, thank you. I think I just need to spend some time connecting with my goddess.
I wonder if the town is dry now.
You look over the edge of the tower, and to roll it, and you can sort of see how the water is starting to slowly recede back into the ocean, and the water line is starting to slowly level out.
I'm certain we can be sure of this, but I couldn't have done any harm.
I mean, it seems
Well,
like a job.
we are all big heroes.
Regardless, let's go tell the town folk. And we have the right way to get down out of this tower. As I look at the 3 giant eagle birds that I have still left over.
Haha.
Hey, suck it, Gandalf.
Everyone is let down easily off of the tower, and the Rolled Keep is returned to its not watery weirdness. As I get rid of that and that and that.
No, do we have means to contact Gordon?
I do. What should we tell him?
That we fixed it.
Tell him to look at the water.
Wouldn't Ben Hadar know something? If we've been successful.
Oh, I never thought about talking to him.
Yes. So when you mention that aloud, Bit, you feel Ben Hadar speak to you, and he says, "It seems that the connection to the plane of water has been severed. That's what you were dealing with. Seemed like you had a decent handle on it. However, it seems that that weapon is of Al Hydra. It seems it has been damaged by this action you've taken. I only wish that it was destroyed entirely."
I relay this to the party.
So it's not finished.
I feel like we may need to talk to Gordon, and maybe he knows more about what finished means.
I'm gonna ask Ben what he thinks would be finished.
He says, "In my time in the possession of that hag, I heard conversations about another another stronghold, another fallback point for the cult of the crushing wave. They called it the plunging torrents, and they referenced how it was underneath their lair above."
Again, I relay this to the party.
Do you think that's in the basement?
No, it is not here in this town. It is in their original stronghold. Or perhaps you can access it through that accursed fane.
I tell this all to the party again.
What accursed fane? What is the accursed fane?
he says, what do you phrase this? When my counterparts and her allies first attempted their incursion into the material plane, their personal nodes, where their power was greatest, were all connected through a focal point that was a fane or a temple to an evil god that was once and should still be exiled.
This sounds like something we should talk to Dias about. Not to Dias, to Zachariel.
I think that GTF was there when they were talking about Tharizdun. I'm pretty sure that was a part of the conversation.
Was Ren there is the question.
I think so, because GTF and excavators met before the excavators went to take care of the Earth node.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, she would know. Never mind. He's always one thing or another. I guess we're going to have to go to the Fane place.
Very likely. But regardless, we went on this mission to help out Gordon, and we can probably return to him.
I'm pretty pissed that we didn't get any lobster.
We can remedy this when we return. Perhaps even the dregs or the blustery brew or whatever the other places that we've been to will have something for us.
They should be pretty happy. I mean, it is dry now. Well,
Let's go
kind of
check it
dry.
out.
Drier.
It's getting drier by the moment.
The ground is now just kind of soppy and muddy as opposed to fully covered with water.
I'm gonna send a sending to Gordon.
All right.
If this looks good to everybody.
That sounds good to me, and I think that's where we'll end the session today. Next week, we will go back to the excavators. We will get them on the road, but more importantly, before that, we will introduce Rachel's character for that party. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye, Joy.
Yay.
Bye, Joy.
Bye, Joy.
Enjoy.
Bye, Joy.